Today is
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Gail making tacos for everybody. So we're gonna get an address. No, not
You
today.
know, my son used to do this. My son would bring home a random group of kids and tell them, "My mama taking us to Chuck E. Cheese today." I was always shocked by what I was getting. And I just like for you guys to know that once again, I'm shocked at what I'm about to do. I'm making tacos for everybody. That's how I say it, Percy. Wow.
We have guests today,
Thank
Gail.
God. We have somebody to help control this. Lady, we are so grateful and excited to have Mr. Percy Glover in the house with us today.
Period.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
He
sir.
is here representing from ISIS to collaboration.
Yeah, right.
But you already know how we do. First, we need to go out and pay a couple of bills.
True that.
Play a couple of songs.
So Gail can make tacos tonight.
Lord help us. And we'll be right back right here at RWR Live 365. It's because you're listening to
Radio Reimagine.
And never forget, baby, you are tuned in.
Hey, y'all. Woo. So everybody on YouTube world, hey, how y'all doing?
Don't
Percy. It's early rising. That's right. That's what it is. Anyway, you guys, this is gonna be good. So make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to be there. Don't wanna miss it. At all. We got a deep voice. You know what, my boy? I was in the bed one night. And he was like, "Oh, good night, mommy." I was like, "You got a cold?" Really? I was elected talking days. Oh my gosh, that is so similar, man. You whipping boy. Go to this thing and roll it up. Yes,
definitely like a
always been like that. I always say this voice. My voice is high. That's what it is.
What makes you drink?
Come through here, brother. Come right on through there.
Teamwork makes
Come
the
right
dream
on through there. Come right on through there.
I love that. So from what's your the
From
title?
crisis to collaboration.
Crisis. I like anything from top to bottom. I think that's what we do.
Yeah, brother.
I just bring up his work.
Oh,
Amazing. Hey, y'all, welcome back. This is your voice. Come on. Yeah, and say your name again, because this voice was trickling.
That bass in the back. That is Mr. Pussy Glover.
Pussy.
I can say it like
What's your grandma used to say?
pussy. That pussy, I said, come on in here. That's my granddaddy name.
Woo, we thank you,
I say,
Mr.
granddaddy.
Pussy, coming and being here. The girl that is your family.
Yes, he is here to talk to us about from crisis to collaboration.
yes. Thank you for having
Yes,
Coming in, baby.
and I love it.
Start about who. So let me start with who I am. Yeah, my name is Percy Glover. I am Flint, Michigan, born, bred, a believer, lover of everything about my community, a giver, a supporter. I'm all Flint, everything Flint from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet.
Come on now.
I love my community, but also all for and
Okay.
Good
and
job.
prison. graduated with a bachelor's, went over to Central Michigan, got my master's. I can't say responsibly, but in the most committed way, I just ran the course.
Okay.
Fast forward, I've worked in some pretty unique places. I've worked at Flint Parole, where I was community coordinator of all of Region 6, which encompassed 7 counties.
Okay.
I've worked as a contractor for the National Sheriff's Association. Excuse me. I've also worked executive director of community engagement at the Genesee County Sheriff's Office in Flint. And both with the national and local county sheriff's office, I was in a non-traditional deputy law enforcement role. My job was not to arrest, it was not to do custody in jail. I say it very seriously and very humorously. My job was to take lemons and make lemonade.
My Lord.
Yeah.
Take lemons and make lemonade.
Yeah.
What does that mean? So we don't see moments like a Breonna Taylor or George Floyd.
Yeah.
Positive, healthy relationships between law enforcement. With all those experiences, you know, I happened to meet Mr. Quint Studer last year in Denver. I'm part of this cohort with Claremont University, and we exchange our exchange business, and people actually follow and do this.
Yeah.
And I'm somebody knew the potential of collaborations. Oh, we can do this, we can do that. And then it's, you know, sad because he never called me back. But you know, Quint, he called me back, he followed up and talking about experience with some of his networks. Wow, Percy, you as a formerly incarcerated person, you worked at the sheriff's office. How does that work? You know, there was definitely some challenges, you know, with the community, with law enforcement. Taylor, George Floyd from Malice. There's some doubt law enforcement. There are Trisha from Just from Just Pensacola. Let's have you and provide a workshop and share on different topics. And the title of the workshop is License to Collaboration. The subtitle is a community engagement approach to law enforcement. How can we work together with law enforcement for betterment instead of always being
an abrasive relationship?
Paranoia. And we definitely want to see things like, again, a George Floyd or Breonna Taylor ever again. We've seen those for too long. And a lot of that is a lot of different aspects. But if we lean into the more points and have the conversations that people deem as tough, when they're not tough. They seem tough because we're not having them. We just need to have a conversation. And then once we have a conversation, we'll find out they're not as tough. A lot of times is people just don't know. You know, people, especially with social media today, we have all this conceived ideas when you just talk to people. Community, how can you better support law enforcement? So understand not to just put it on law enforcement. It's a tough job. They're not paid very well. Dangerous. It's of categories around alcoholism and suicide. It's a long story short. People. Can we instead of doing things in silo based on community and law enforcement?
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's much needed in this area.
So needed.
So listen, we're going to step out real quick.
Please.
We're going to pay a couple of bills. And then when we come back, we're going to talk how you can be a part of this event as well. You're listening to
Radio Reimagine.
And never forget, baby, you are tuned in.
Hey.
Wow, put you on that.
Is amazing. So So I had a son. I have 3 boys.
Mhm.
So my son had an incident. I was in the car with him,
Mhm.
and he said, "Mama, we got pulled over." Because I was like, I thought the music had the siren because you know
Gotcha.
they listen to that
Right,
stuff.
right.
So he pulls over at the Wendy's parking lot on Fairfield, right across the street from the jail.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay. So I said, "You got something here?"
Mhm.
And he said, "No, ma'am, I ain't got nothing. Ain't nothing like that." I said, "All right." I was gonna wrap it up and put it in my purse. I ride for my anyway. So the point is, so when he got the car, he grabbed. I mean, Junior had grabbed and put his ID wallet like on the window,
Mhm.
like hung it up there, and then he put his hand on the steering wheel.
Mhm.
So I said, "What you doing?" And he
Mhm.
was like, "This is what we're supposed to do."
Mhm.
My heart just sank because I see it on TV.
Mhm.
Like when you say George Floyd, you hear about them.
Mhm.
But to see my son doing it and
Mhm.
he all he doing is traffic stop,
Mhm.
that broke my heart. And I was in the car with him.
Mhm.
Like that, of course. But
Mhm.
it's now this uh thing. It's called Mr. Robbins' Neighborhood. And
Okay.
he brought in the
Like a
officer.
mentoring program.
Yes. Brought in the officer to show them how
Mhm.
because it was all boys, to show them how to act when the officer pulled them over.
Mhm.
And at first I was listening to him, I was like, yeah. But then I don't know. It was just the point of me being in there
Mhm.
or whatever. Gail got boys, so she gonna understand.
Mhm.
I'm a little bit more dramatic than she is, but
No,
she
you're
Yeah,
not
my boys are
dramatic.
way
understands.
older.
And
You're a
yeah,
mom. That's
My
that's,
boys,
that's you being a mother.
yeah, my boys are older, so we've had this. My baby is 35.
right.
On them. So, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So we
Mhm.
just different time lapses and things
Mhm.
in because now I have the grandson.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's just a continuation of the same
Mhm.
thing. It doesn't get any better. They actually got worse.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, yeah, when my boys were literally teenagers, you had to engage the police for
Mhm.
them to
Yeah.
have a negative experience.
Mhm.
By the time my children were adults, it no longer was that. You didn't have to have a negative experience. You could
Mhm.
just be having an experience with the
Correct.
police and it
Mhm.
turned negative. Now with my grandchildren, my grandson is the same age as Tamir Rice.
Right. Wow.
Mm.
Wow. But
So
you know, a
now
lot
I
of
have to
that.
think about a
Right.
police officer stepping out of the car, shooting my grandson. It
But
Yeah.
did not
again,
get better for me. It just
Mhm.
caused me to pray more.
Mhm.
Like I'm quieter because I'm talking to God more. You know what I mean? I don't get to say it to you.
Right.
You can't stop it. I
Right.
got to talk to somebody that can stop
But a
it
lot of this is not new. The big part of
at
it is
all.
technology.
Yeah.
We have cameras in our pockets
And
and
that's the difference.
everywhere
That's
that
the
captures
difference.
the moment.
That's
the
the
difference.
difference.
You know, again, we talk, Malice Green or Rodney King, talking about 36, 37 years ago. These are
My
not,
father spent
you know.
62 years on the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office police himself.
Mhm.
So it like imagine working for an
Of course,
organization you
especially
couldn't
then,
trust.
especially back then.
Yeah, he just hired 2 years ago.
Especially back
So
then.
yeah, so imagine when he got started at 22 years old,
Mhm.
working with people that you had to have some type of fear for.
Mhm.
Imagine wanting to speak up or being told you better be quiet. It could be you next.
Mhm.
So in that light, I've seen both sides of it for so long in a negative light. It would be very hard to get me a positive view on that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It'd be
definitely.
very hard to give me a positive view on it.
But you got to
I-
think that's for most Black people. That's not
Yeah,
just you.
Yeah.
That's most Black people.
yeah. But most don't have father that was in that
I'm okay.
them as well.
Mhm.
So like I say, I have a two-sided view.
Mhm.
Yeah. Father worked for them
Mhm.
as well to walk around with a natural film. Many fighters
Right. Right.
Not many doctors have children that are scared of other doctors. But we grew up in a system where we lived with a police officer, but we still had to be afraid of other police. Oh yeah.
About the police officer, but
Work in the system.
That same profession you got from your dad around the assignment, it's not the same you get from his wife.
Thing and what we grew up in operated around law enforcement. Because you had to know that there was different types of police officers. While there was only one type of fireman, one type of, nurse, there was definitely different types of doctors and police officers. And we still suffer with those same disparages. Today, we still have doctors that don't listen to law enforcement, that judge us from the outside.
Right about that. Just got all kind of stuff everywhere. You just got to be.
Gotta be intentional. Gotta be just.
I love that word.
Gotta be
Intentional.
I do a mentoring program at Northridge Academy in Flint, and typically I'm there on Thursday, but this Thursday I'm here. And one of my fraternity brothers, Jeremy, with Fort Pontiac, Michigan. Yeah. The color under the age of 4.
Very rare.
That is
under the age of 40. You know, so with these type of people. Perspective of life.
I agree.
You really do. You change the whole outlook.
I agree.
I think that's one of the things that everybody was so in with President Obama. A lot of people say, I ain't like his this, I ain't like, but it helped a lot of Black men understand this could be you.
And especially for the next generation. So now listen, for all of those that are interested in getting from crisis to collaboration, where is this meeting being held? What time is this?
6 o'clock this evening. You can go on the Civicon's website, my Facebook page, TikTok, Instagram. An article about it yesterday. You can go on Percy Glover or Civicon or just, they're still if you can't register. Look at find the information. Find a Jeep show up for us.
All right.
We have about almost 100 people attending. That's registered, so it's a pretty good turnout.
Oh, I love it already. I love it. So listen, you have your opportunity to participate in Civicon and to be a part of the talk panel of going from crisis to collaboration. There are going to be a lot of great speaker entities there that will have information that'll be pertinent to your situation. Got to do is show up.
And it might not be for you, but it's for your friend.
Yeah, it could be for someone else that you know. So be sure and check it out. Be sure and go on the Facebook page, the Civicon page, or check it out. We have it listed at RWR Live's page as well. Check us out on Real Women Radio Facebook page. We thank you guys we thank you so much, Mr. Percy Glover, for him coming in.
Misunderstood Jam. I love y'all.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I love it. out of you.
I can't wait. I
You
can't wait
said
for next time.
On his own.
Hey,
We drag it
You
out.
have to drag it out of them. You in
I
there.
love my people.
Yeah. So listen, this is your girl Misunderstood.
Damn.
Right back here, same back time.
Same back channel.
Or
Right.
WR Live 365.
It is
the legend.
Aeon.
I can't even say am. I'm not